souls of your children. It's crazy. The power of life and death, the word of God says, is in the tongue. The Gospel of John begins by speaking about the Word. In the beginning, Word. Everything created, Word. Word became light. Word became flesh. Word dwelt. Our salvation is the Word. Your word, your self-talk, and I beg Jamaicans to say, let your self-talk be positive. Everything you say to yourself has to be positive, uplifting, and forward-looking. Everything you say to your spouse, your best friends, your children, it all has to be positive. That's jammed down to say a positive language. And the third thing, quickly, Chief, agriculture. I fly into this country. I've had the privilege of flying all over this country, helicopters, military helicopters and stuff in those years back. The land is so magnificent from the sky. Virtually millions of acres of beautiful, green, verdant, rivers, everything. Jamaica has everything. What's the only problem you don't see from the sky? Anybody working the land. Unfortunately, the land cannot work itself. And God ain't coming to do it for nobody. We got to go back to agriculture.
So more of us need to get back to the land.
Back to the land.
Leadership development specialist Kenneth Barrington Thomas, an inspiring speaker, starting us off well for the year. We take a break. We'll hear from some members of the public, and we'll be right back.
My plan is to stop the smoking, stop the drinking, and give my life over to the Lord.
One thing for sure is that no matter what happens, God will take care of his children.
I am a person that thinks positive. So with all that is being said, I don't give it any weight.
Naturally, you know, it's a thing of cost cutting down, you know.
You just have to cut back wherever you can. No excessive spending, no outlandish adventures.
I'll try to spend within my earning and not to overspend that I suffer in any way.
I'll try to spend on the most important things, the things that are needed rather than the things that are wanted.
It's going to be very difficult to have to try to economize.
I will cope just the same as I've been coping all the years. I put my positive thoughts into play first of all. I can't be negative about it. And I got to accept the fact that I'm brought on earth here to solve problems.
Welcome back to Issues and Answers. Leadership specialist Kenneth Barrington Thomas is with us, giving us the right words for the year 2010, telling us that there are a number of things that we can do to influence the outcomes in our lives. Leadership, so critical. And when you talk about leadership, you're not just talking about people who are in top management. You're saying we are all leaders in a way. Over to you.
It's leadership at all levels, and you know it, right? John Maxwell is credited, but this has been said a million years before he was born. But all things in this world rise and fall in leadership. What Jamaica again requires, and it's the whole Caribbean, it's the whole world at this time, is for leaders to rise up and take their rightful place. Not positional, not managerial. Yesterday I did some work for a major organization here. I think you're acquainted with them. And I looked at the document, the annual reports and everything, and manager, everything manager. Not once, and I told the CEO, not once did I see the word leadership anywhere in the document. This is a time when leaders have to rise up. In the trenches, in the ghetto, in the gully, over the hill, it doesn't matter, from Negril to Kingston. It's a time when people who believe in themselves, believe in their God-ordained wholeness, must rise and take charge. In a school, in a community group, in a football team, it doesn't matter where. People have got to come forward and say, let's go in a new positive direction. So it's a whole leadership thing. That has to just sweep across Jamaica this year. And I'm not talking politicians, I'm not talking as positional people. The academe, they've got to do what they've got to do on campus, right? The politics got to do what they've got to do. But people have got to stand up everywhere in this town and say, follow me. I think I've got an answer. This looks right. It's certainly godly, or, it falls within the law, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And what are the critical qualities of the effective leader?
Well, the basics,
what must the leader bring to the fore?
Yeah, the basics. The honesty traits, the whole, let's use the term Christian sort of character disposition, the things Christ would say.
Integrity.
Be honest, be truth, be full of integrity. Of course, you got to have knowledge if you're going to lead people. Hence, back to the personal development issues. You've got to be reading in these times. These are the best times to develop yourself. And the times. Oh, absolutely. When the crisis is on, leaders get reading again. Because leaders are readers, obviously. All leaders are readers. You check the Bill Gates or any of the boys, they're big time on reading. Stephen Jobs, who's obviously one of the most admired CEOs in the world. Phenomenal. I mean, these guys read insane. And hard work. Leadership, you must work hard. Yeah, these are the days of 14 and 18 hours. Somewhere between raising your family well, keeping yourself physically fit, etc. But the workload. Leaders in Jamaica have got to carry a fantastic workload in the coming 3 to 5 to 7 years. It's the only way you'll spiral out of this. Back at Sanders, where some of, that's why I became friends with some of your top Jamaican guys, but, they taught the simple prescript. Leadership is just plain old you. It's credited to Field Marshal Slim in a simple presentation he did at the college many years ago. He just walked on the floor and said, gentlemen, leadership is plain old you. And that was the deal. And as they teach it, every great military school in the world, the be, know, do, and then have traits of leadership. That's how it's taught. That's the sequence. Be, know, do, and have. The world teaches something different. Go get a piece of paper and then have. That's not how it is. There's got to be character formation first. Everything begins with you.
So we have to go beyond certification. Just having paper.
Please.
That we have the PhD, we have the master's.
Doesn't cut it. Everybody here has a master's. Everybody in Jamaica has an MBA. And the whole place is, anyway, it's love your neighbor as yourself. You got to love yourself first. So it's the positioning of self and then the loving of neighbor. That's how God said. He said, love God, love self, then love neighbor. You've got to build the self. If you love me, you feed my sheep. It's
what about those kids struggling with self-esteem issues who feel that, everybody else will make it, but I don't think I have the capacity.
New language, Chief. I said it earlier on. New language. It's a new language. And that's where the weak need to be helped by the strong. There's an old Nigerian proverb that says, enough boiling softens the stone. You ever heard that? Enough boiling softens the stone. We've got to stop writing off people. There's too much classism and there are too many isms in this town. Not that we've escaped it down south, but it's really rough here. Too much class, too much color, too much brownies, and we've got to unite in a genuine sense where you can take off and I know you do, take off the jacket, get on the trenches sometimes in a Sunday school or whatever, and just talk to people. Mr. Boyne's talking to me? Oh my God. Just that gentle touch. Corporate world and corporate leadership has to come down and deal on the floor. It's the flattening of the hierarchy. It's the leveling of the Jamaican class and culture structure. It's a genuine caring one for the other. It's the dismantling of the Trelawney contract from 1838, that phenomenal article in the Gleaner, and everybody really deciding to unite to lift this talented, blessed place. This place has so many resources, it's scary. The time has come. This is the decade of making Jamaica what it really should be. A modern day type Singapore. And I'm not just saying it like that.
We can become.
Oh, absolutely. You have everything. The most beautiful and talented and brilliant people in the world.
We can get together.
Bold.
You have that confidence in us.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm here.
You are very positive about Jamaica's future.
Absolutely. Otherwise, I wouldn't be coming here all the time. I live in the most beautiful, island twin state in the world. I'm Tobagonian, that's paradise. That's where God started to create the world. Why should I leave that to come here?
We thank you for the sharing. Kenneth Barrington,
thanks for having me.
A wonderfully inspiring speaker and leadership expert, starting us off in the right positive tones for 2010. We hope you'll stay with us throughout the year on Issues and Answers.
And this is where we'll have to close the pages of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Please do tune in again tomorrow for another informative and interesting edition. And remember, this and other programs can be viewed online at www.jis.gov.jm. While you're at it, give us your feedback at Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the team here at the JIS, I'm Samantha Allen, wishing you and yours a peaceful evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.